Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Teutonic Human, and welcome back to a Kalmar Union campaign. You join us outside a plot where an invisible defence force is going to try and hold out against another Polish army. Of course, last time we managed to do a good job here. I suspect we'll have a chance to do the same here. A lot of cav, though, so we'll see how we do. Nonetheless, they only have a minimal amount of equipment, so with only 2 units of infantry, we've said this before, only 2 units of infantry, maybe they won't be able to do too much. But an interesting defence though, we certainly don't have high quality troops, albeit the extra armour and shields are certainly going to be helpful to us. Let's see how this goes. Once we've done this, well, we've got the Holy Roman Empire to finish off, of course, and up to the north, where we haven't yet been attacked by Lithuania. We're a turn or two beyond the end of last time, and we are, well, I'll show you, but the preparations are coming together. First of all, though, I suppose it's time to head into Plock, so let's get going. A very similar start to last time. Then they are getting their ram way up to the gate, and we've got our positioning pretty much the same. Got our little L shape at the gate of spearmen, obviously got the general to charge in, and we've got our 2 catapults, which obviously won't shoot at the tower because they're annoying. But they can, of course, do some good damage. So we will get those shooting in. Let's make sure we're shooting into the front of here, actually. Wouldn't be too bad now, would it? Although we will get these shooting into the Polish Knights, because the more of these Polish Knights we can get rid of, actually, the better. Because that's going to make life easier for us down at the bottom. Naturally, we don't expect anything to burn down. It hasn't. But after last time, I think the Poles maybe are due some luck there. So we'll see how that goes. 96%, and there we go. The gate is down. And we'll have to see how well we can hold here. You two, flaming shots. And we are going to have to brace ourselves here. Shoot. Get yourselves going. Shoot in now, please. We know from last time that they can be a little bit cautious about bothering to get on with it, but they really need to, because these flaming shots are what's going to win us this battle here. No, they're doing it again. They are doing it again. Right, General, get yourself over here. Go and take out the retainers. If these catapults ever listen, we'll have a good chance, but if they don't, we are absolutely, well, in big trouble. Catapults, you have to shoot. You have to shoot. They are actually breaking even without the catapult shots, but it is slightly worrying to say the least. Okay, onagers, come on. We learnt this last time. General, get out of there. I've already told you to put out. Bet the General's going to have killed, isn't he? Fool. Right, catapults. I'm going to continue to tell you to shoot, no matter what you do. This happened last time. Eventually they decided to actually bother him. We then started winning the battle. General does not need to get himself killed. That is not the object of this particular battle. Are you going to shoot? Come on. Come on. And our General's dead, because he's not been listening to what I've been telling him to do. The onagers haven't been shooting. There we go. What a weird shot. Well, there we go. The shot just did it there. And with that shot, we won the battle pretty much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, catapults. You've actually caused our General's death, because he's had to stand here fighting these men while you didn't bother actually doing your job. Wish they would just listen and shoot our own men a little bit more. Ridiculous chaps. Now, do you think you can shoot these guys up here? That would be fun. We might hit our own, but that seems like a better shot. I think the second wave is going to come in, not particularly efficiently, it should be said, but look like they are going to come in for another go. Bit irritated at the loss of the General, but the boiling oil will pretty much do in the next batch who come in. They're a little bit slow, aren't they? Up at the top, I have sent in another unit who've actually broken. Come on, you had the surrounding on them. Kind of ridiculous, but there we are. And we've gone off fire for some reason. I probably clicked it, but even so, I'm not impressed, chaps. Not impressed. Well, that's at least a good thing. Eventually, we'll be able to finish this off. They're fighting hard on the wall here. That's why I put the more experienced lads up. They can just keep fighting for as long as possible. Well, my flanking maneuver hasn't worked, so I'm not going to bother. Thank you! That hasn't worked, so I'm not really going to bother with that. You can stop now. There was actually no one there to shoot, so I'm not really sure why you did that. We've largely won. Is it just these guys on the wall? It is just the guys on the wall. Fine, just shoot over the top. That will almost certainly do like nothing, but we've got nothing much to lose with it, so we'll do that. These guys are wavering, so perhaps a bit of extra fire on them will help us out. Get these guys just to block up the entrance here, and eventually this battle will actually be over. But they are... Come on! This time we've got them. Perfect. Yeah, well, there's not much we can do because they are running away, and yeah, they're stuck in the tower. Well, eventually they'll climb down, and it'd be worth actually shooting your crossbows, guys. There we are. Shoot them down, and that's another army cleared off. Bit too much expense for my liking. If the onagers actually listen, it'd be much easier. It's easier to do this with ballista. They're a bit more happy to shoot, albeit these can be so much more devastating when you shoot down into them like we have been here today. Right, well, good start for us. Back on the campaign map then. Utterly vanquished, but Charles Lofson will be remembered as a great hero who didn't quite get out of battle when I asked him to, but he wanted to keep fighting on. Mainly, though, we blame the onagers. Are we going to release them? We might as well. There's only a few of them, honestly. Barely anyone left. So, Plock has been defended. It's another big army around the corner. Krakow is getting busy. You know, I'm going to turn off the AI movement because there seems to be so much going on at the end turns. They take forever if I leave that option on. Well, Lithuania have decided that this is what's going to happen. No, 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 no. Apparently that's generous. I would like map information for map information though. Let's just rejig that. Oh, okay. No. Well, will we say no to that then? Novgorod have attacked us, obviously. We've got Revel under siege as well. Oh, and over here we are actually going to have a little bit of an attack. Ulsan over here, I did leave. It isn't plagued anymore. So a little battle with these chaps. There's a few forces here. This is the main one, Captain Huns in the city. Okay, well, I think we'll just auto-resolve that one. That should be simple enough. Release them. And it doesn't look like plague has magically affected us. We're just going to occupy that. And back to Plock once again. They've got another force coming in. Hand gunners. Interesting. Not quite what I was expecting. And some hussars. Right, well, let's get in here. Let's deal with these Poles. Should be a little bit simpler this time. We're just going to let them come up to us. Some crossbow shots will hopefully do some lovely damage. And with any luck, we'll be able to fight them off. We have the Spear Militia up here, the full unit. The rest are a bit damaged. I did a time emerging, but I probably should have merged a little bit more. Nonetheless, I'm not too worried about it. We're just going to try and get some good damage done to these handgunners while we have a chance to. Plenty of men have got shot already. And you'll notice what we've done this time is we've got ourselves... Really, I'd like them over like that. So if they could do that, that'd be perfect. Albeit it's possibly a bit late now. Yes, I've got myself my crossbowmen over here. So then we can get some shots into the side of them. Marvellous. So we'll just chop at them as they land. And we will start to get some shots in. Over here, 33 handgunners. So we've done quite a lot of hefty damage to them. They're apparently reloading. They're shooting up at us, are they? Interesting. Not sure they're going to do very much against our lovely battlements, but there we go. So as they start to get in position here, we're going to shoot those guys in the back. That should be no issue whatsoever. And this other catapult just needs to slightly... Thank you! Needs to slightly jig its position here because it's just slightly wonked. It doesn't quite let you set up at the angle I like at the start of battle here. So we have ourselves the standard situ. I don't think with this size of force they've got much of a chance. But you never know, they could always cause us some problems. Oh no, look, those handgunners have already given up. So they're running off, 30 of them. They've not got the morale of those Polish nobles who fought last time. Oh look, now you do it! This time you're doing it, lovely. It's only taking you about 8. It wasn't a very good shot, but it was dramatic. Yes, so we've won up on the wall, and the battle's done. Only 9 men lost on this occasion. Magnificent work. So Plock has been defending once again. Never got a chance to retrain those units because they did besiege us straight away. We'll just release. I'm not bothered about that. Poznan is now under siege, which seems rather stupid when I've got my other army right next to you, mate. But there we go. Master Swords of Guild in Window. It's always welcome. I can get some of my lovely swordsmen out of there. So Ulsen over here. Ulsen over here. That is now falling to us. It's a tiny place. It's not particularly good, but it exists, and that's better than nothing, I suppose. We'll get ourselves a couple spear militias to hold the fort, and we'll just have to get going otherwise. Now, in Prague, we have them under siege. That's the Emperor in there, and some other guy they've pulled out of their arse. Typical, really, but there we are. He's not particularly good, is he? He's just been thrown the job a bit last minute. The Poles are going to get absolutely cleared off over this area when we go and smash in all that faction there. I feel really... Yeah, we're not here to negotiate a truce. I feel like before I finish this off, I'm going to have to absolutely burn Poland to the ground, which just seems the right historical thing to do. God, yeah, it just seems like the right thing to do. I've been threatened by Lithuania, but they haven't attacked yet. To be honest, I think my town's a bit too strong for them to get on with it. It'd be a little bit suicidal, I suspect, but I don't know. We'll see if they want to do it. I'll get a ballista there because I can. Over here, 2 armies outside Window. That's interesting. I'm not sure I could get this guy into a boat if I tried. I might be able to. Yeah, that little angle was just acceptable. Fine. In which case you just go up in that direction. We obviously do need a boat to go block this. I do have several troops actually on this boat. Just kind of bide in time, see if they're going to attack me first and foremost. Looks like they've got their equipment ready. I will, however, just turn this down. Now you notice here the ballista towers aren't ready because they were getting built. Unfortunately for Lithuania, they've been too slow. I've now got myself ballista towers. I've got myself ballista towers here, ballista towers over here, ballista towers over in Danzig, probably. No, I actually don't over there. And ballista towers over in Thorn. So I have been building those around many of my cities. That was indeed what was going in Plock, but I haven't got a chance to complete that just yet. So let's get our troops a little bit rejigged here. We're not in the best of shape, are we? No, we are not. So we'll retrain those, and then we'll get another unit of spearmen in just to be able to hold that in case they come for us again. But I think we'll be alright. By and large, what we need to do... Oh, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Stop. He's now stuck there forever. Brilliant. Yeah, so what we need to do is clear this out and start moving our armies eastward. So I think we're going to have to go and finish off the Holy Roman Empire. We'll get you into that city as well. 80% chance the gates will be open. Doesn't really matter. We've got cannons. And to be honest, we're probably just going to go and take them out, slaughter them. That'll be marvellous. Right. The other thing I've got going on is I've got a sneaky force up in the north here where John of Hadsund's part of the family he won't breed, hypochondriac. Well, there we are. Not particularly good, is it? -6 from hit points, -2 morale. Yeah, maybe we won't use you in that battle, actually, sir. So, crack down the gates. It says the chances aren't particularly high. I very much doubt those odds. And there we go. Sack the settlement. Ha 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 ha! Victory. Oh, yes. Technically, we have a victory. I don't know where this is. It's certainly not back in Plock. Oh, look at that. Immortalised in red and gold, just as you would imagine our great empire should be. We will continue for the moment. There won't be a huge amount of episodes left at this stage, but we have got victory. I think the long campaign is just another 10 settlements. So it might well be that many more once we are done. I think we're in a little bit too much of a heavy war situation to give up right now. Obviously, we could have won this game just by finishing off the Holy Roman Empire in theory, but we won't do that. we've got a little bit more work to do yet. Now, these two, I'm just waiting to see if they're going to come in and attack me. Narva, I suspect I'm going to face a bit of retribution. So I'm going to get the ballista tower. Are those cannon towers? Ballista towers. Okay. I'm going to get those getting worked on. I'm going to send my spies over towards Novgorod. He actually got in staggeringly. And we'll just, as a general rule, figure out what's happening here and there, because we do have spies around. Let's have a random pop at this guy. Failure as ever. When were things any different? So you get over into little Lukey over there, and my spies can now really start to fill their gates. How I fill their gates, it just mean I go through the gates. Me English, me good. So spies. No more. One more over there. Fine, we'll get over to Kalmar as well. Lots and lots of trait increases. Not the assassin though, of course. Faction announcement. Right, I just said this, but another guy's just been assassinated by the darn Imperial. Right, we're going to go kill the Imperials right now. Right now, here and now, they are going down. If nothing else, we're going to get those guys finished off. So, let's go over to Neustetten, where we've got ourselves a fairly large encounter. One I'm pretty confident we can win, but it does say 1-to-1. Prince Edmund the Scarred, of course. Oh, magnificent. Mostly siege equipment coming in as the backup army, which means this depleted force can get absolutely smashed by our main force, and the other guys will struggle to reinforce them. Force. Let's go. Very odd battlefield for us today. We've got ourselves some sort of abbey or church over here. Quite a lot of farmsteads, more buildings. They're just littering the battlefield. This is a terrible choice of battlefield for us. Quite why we've done this, I don't know. So our main force are over here, and the rest of them are a bit further back. So we're going to try and do is get ourselves as close up against this thing as possible. And hopefully then we'll be able to get some lovely shots in. Now, you get up into position ASAP. Cannons, if you can just get yourself in any position that's going to be able to shoot, that would be perfect. Cav. I want you to go around the back, so you start getting around this farm here. Now, I'd be quite happy to be in the position I am if it wasn't for... Yeah, it wasn't for the fact that they've got more siege equipment than me. I need to be on the offensive here, and I've got quite a defensive army. And unfortunately, they're going to fall back to meet their allies, and they've started very close to them indeed. You know what? I'm going to actually, in spite of, the position that I need to be in, I'm just going to see if I can get myself forward here. But again, the path's a little bit awkward. Keep moving forward. Keep running forwards. Cannons. Whenever you can shoot, do shoot. And if we can continue to get all the cav around the flank, that'd be perfect. I'm not sure they are reacting to it right now. At least start to take out some of their artillery. Okay, they look like they might be being pulled into us actually, which is good. That shot would be spectacularly painful in a moment, but not quite at this second. General, very close to getting shot actually. Please go on to pikey defence. Same with the Oberdachers up at the top of the hill there. Why they're in that position, I don't know. They're in... There we are. You move over there. And that'll be a nice position for you to be in. Just creates a bit of an angle. Perfect. Right, Cav. Get into that trebuchet. Start pinning them down whilst we've got a chance to. Cannons, stop mucking around and just start shooting, please. I don't like all this fire coming in. Okay, if I can get these spears to just guard there, that'll be lovely. Okay, we can hopefully start taking out all their siege equipment just before this army arrives. Yeah, we can just about take care of those bits of siege works. Good. They're going to land some horrible shots very close to our general as well. But I'm pretty certain we can hold a defensive position. Are you in proper formation on this hill? You look like you are. First time we've actually got these Oberdachers here. Good bit of pokey stabby, which is all we ever like. Their general is coming to our cav here, which is unfortunate because he's going to clear them out. But hopefully they've done enough of a job already. Do we need to get the other spearmen out to this flank? I'm not sure we do, because they're kind of redundant on that position because that flank's completely covered. So I'm going to pull them back. They are now starting to shoot their own men. Our skulls are fighting. They're gone. Okay. Well, they cleared out these 3 units of trebuchet, which on the whole hasn't completely cleared them out, and there's more cannons back there, but at least they are engaging with us. Oh, did you shoot one of the cannons? They actually land a hit on our cannon. No. It just looked at it because we shot at that exact moment. This one guy has decided to flank us. Well then, meet our spirit. Right, don't meet our spirit. General, you came very close to death there. Very close indeed. Right, let's stop. They are pounding us with these cannons. We are largely able to hold position, but these cannons are causing so much damage. It's ridiculous. But that shot would have just hit our general. They're ridiculously accurate. If I bring my general over behind the church, they're going to have to shoot the church. Okay, that's my ploy here. How are we doing? These guys are at a bit of a wonky angle, but they're doing well. It wanted to be coming in at there. This is a spectacular scene for a battle. It really is. This is the full thing right here. Yep, that's a tree, Thomas. Okay, over here they have some of their men. I've got my general on the hill overwatching, which looks fairly apt. And I reckon you charge into the Stan militia, and we're going to get the general into the Zweihander into the rear. I need to get my second line, the dismounted feudal knights, in. They can hopefully do the work, do the job. Into the Zweihander. A few of them getting the charge. Sort of not. He's going to die, isn't he? He's definitely going to die in that particular part of the battlefield. General, get yourself out of there. Blow the horn of destiny. Half of theirs, but it's half of ours as well, and we are looking weak. Very weak, particularly. Ow! Look, these shots they keep landing on our general is unbelievable. They're just nailing him time after time. I needed my cav to do more than they did, it turns out. They did do a good little job. I ignored them for just a moment, and they could have potentially swung around and done more damage. How they keep on shooting over their own men and just poking into us, I do not know. General, not sure if there's much you can do. Right, we've got a couple of units of dismounted feudal knights here who are not currently engaged, so I'm just going to bring one along the line and the other one, yeah, actually, yeah, we need them both along here, don't we? We need both of them over here right now. General, you get into him. More of them coming to us as well. Okay, we are struggling along here. It's a tight affair. The general might have to give his life, but we've thrown in some of our heavy feudal knights in at this point. Hopefully they can do the job. But the Zweihanders are tough nuts to crack. If we can maybe kill that general, we might have a chance. And he's getting himself involved. They don't know if they're running out of forces, but so are we. 57 to 50. Ooh, shot in the back of their own men there. Okay, they are doing all sorts of nonsensical things now. Right, get these men over this side of the battlefield. Get them over here. Imperial Knights are in behind us. General, you need to get in there. Crossbowmen, I don't know what you're doing. Just focus on the general at this point. And I reckon we're going to roll them over here because we've largely got rid of them. But there's too much artillery support. This is a complicated battle. Right, all units in on that general. All units in on that general. My general is near death as well. I actually really can't afford for him to get too involved in this. Is that him there? Probably. Yes. Is he blooded? I imagine he is. Looks quite bloody to me. Okay, we need all of you just to get across here right now. In fact, that just means you guys join hand to hand. That means that as well. Oh, actually, there's a battle going on behind me. Didn't know that. Did not know that. Our foes appear to be getting the upper hand. I'm not sure they are. I mean, they probably have, but I reckon we can... Oh, there's more cav. There's another general, and we are pulled out of position. Right, as many as possible in on that guy there. Where's my general? He's over with the cannons. That's a cannon. Oh, he's over there now. Why are you over here? I don't know what's happening in this battle. It's complete chaos. We really needed to be able to get on top of them a bit quicker, but sadly, sorts of missions are more really akin to defensive battles than this. Let's just see if we can get a lucky shot. And there goes our general. Oh no, that's theirs! Yes. Okay. All men on this unit right here. All of you on this unit right here. Apart from the general, that would be suicide. Okay, is he running away? Oh, so that one's going. Is the other one fleeing? I see what I'm going to do. All men. Not the cannons. No, not the... Right, stop. Stop. Not the cannons. The few men who are remaining. You withdraw. Okay, the general's charging in. You just have to get in and face them. That is not how he wanted him to go. What a valiant man. Crispy man. Well, there goes the way he was always going to go in this battle. Because, frankly, they have been shelling him to death from the very start here. Well, last time we got away with a load of very tight Pyrrhic victories. Well, not Pyrrhic victories, but there were very close little victories. This time, it might be too much for us. But this has dealt them quite a large blow. Unfortunately, the extra army I had to support are having to deal with the Poles right now. So we'll deal with the Poles and we'll come back to this lot. Stabby, stabby, and there comes more flaming shots. Okay, I'm not sure there's a lot more I could have done this battle. We had a good position on the hill with the ridge here. But yeah, we just had to have... Maybe I should have shot my general around the back as well. Maybe I should have done that. But that's all I really could have done. These guys are fighting so valiantly here. Just keep on going. Our cannons are just shooting down at theirs. The generals, shoot those mercenary spearmen, please. Do whatever we can to go and take out any of these. Right, well, we've got 1 for 1. I'm assuming it's the other general who's dead, but I don't... Oh, no, this guy's definitely already dead, isn't he? Oh, what a ridiculous battle this is. And he's finally fleeing. Everyone he's left. Right, what have we got? They've got some peasant archers, some Pivies crossbowmen, some catapults. We can't win, but we exist. Men, I think it's time to withdraw. I think those of you who are left, just start moving out. You don't deserve to die. You've done incredibly well to survive. How you haven't been shot by cannon, I don't know. Everyone else has. There's way too much for us to compete any longer. It's not really a disgrace, is it? It was a tough affair. But sadly they are gone. So, where does that leave us? Will we accept the ransom? Yes, we will. We will, because we are good people. Of course, our guy's dead. We always capture theirs, but they just stabbed. Actually, to be fair, he did get set on fire. He absolutely did. Right, this army was supposed to go deal with these Poles. Maybe we can do this a different way. What do we have? Well, with this army here, which is gathering together. They're all ready to go at this point, of course. Get on the boats over there. We have more over here. They're heading over to Danzig. Probably good that they remain doing that. Is this army lacking anything in particular? Hasn't got any missile units whatsoever. Should probably go and sort that out. So I suggest what we do then is get some lovely cannons over here. Maybe some trebuchets would be fun. Let's get a couple trebuchets because we'll be missing out on that. Fun, I think. Well, as for the Poles then we better get in and deal with Prince Janus over here. How's this army looking anyway? So there's the Shushish that I can't pronounce at all. We just call them Monty Crossbowmen over in good Denmark. Prince Janus and Shishlor of Jansborg. Interesting, interesting. No one... Nothing too... I mean, they're all a bit damaged, aren't they? So hopefully we'll be okay. But after that last battle, I'm starting to get a bit worried. You do have quite a lot of basic spear militia in here to kind of bolster up the numbers. But we should be fine for this. We've got a backup of Captain Gunner over here. Won't allow him to be controlled by the AI. We shouldn't really need him. Let's go. Well, they seem to have charged straight into our axemen here, these hussars, which is a bit mad. Very bold of them. They just sent their cav running straight forward. A bit strange. Oh well, we'll just send our general to come in and support us. No, we seem fine. We seem fine. So shoot those Polish knights, please, Mr. Catapult. Just about missed him, but we should be fine. Yeah, we'll go take out their crossbow cav with our crossbow cav, perhaps. General, get yourself back into position. Be fine where we are. Where are our cannons? Up there, this mission, pretty much top of the hill. That's kind of where I wanted them. But I was going to align a little bit further forward, but they seem to decide to meet us nice and early. Ow! We hit a windmill. No! My beautiful, beautiful windmill. What a shot! What a shot! Okay, they're going to be interesting here, aren't they? So let's get let's get our crossbow cav nice and loose on that flank. We're pretty well protected on that. No, don't move the cannons. And another flaming shot. Just 9 of them killed there. I'm waiting for my general to get killed again here. He's got 6 experience and he does not deserve to go down to that kind of nonsense. If they want to send their cav forwards, then it's a good way to get people killed, isn't it? You go... In fact, let's just get all the cav to charge into them at this point. I'm fed up of it. Right, Catapult, you stop where you are. Good deal with these chaps. I'm going to make sure their artillery is not causing us any problems today. We cause ourselves enough. Woohoo! Look at that, absolutely demolished it. This time it's not the windmill, this time it's the trebuchet, so that's a lovely, lovely hit. Cav continue to press on forward, take out their Polish knights. Anti-crossbowmen, whatever, I don't care. Actually, I do care who it is. We're kind of terrible in hand-to-hand combat, so I'm going to get you out of there. But if we can pull them out of position, that'll be a good start for us. Catapult, please aim a bit further back than you probably are. I imagine you're about to shoot our own men. Cav, move yourself back at this point. I think we are quite happy to let the main battle commence. That could have been our general. It luckily wasn't. So, what do I want to do in terms of my infantry? I reckon I can spread these out a little bit to set. I was going to say to save this unit here, who I could use elsewhere, but no, apparently not. Oh, again! He was a true hit. Okay, this is too much for one day. I am not happy with this. Burnt to a cinder once again. Get out of there, cavalry! You've not listened. Why are their shots doing this to me? I am really not happy with this. I mean, the other guy I didn't really care about. I don't even know really who he was. But this guy, Thorkel, was an absolute hero. I am livid. Livid as a duck, as a goose. Livid as a goose. That works. Yeah, we'll smash the enemy, but at what cost, sir? At what cost? This army is supposed to be going to deal with the Holy Roman Empire, and it's about to be destroyed yet again by more catapults. What do I need? More catapults, apparently, because they only have like 2 units, and they've absolutely destroyed us and killed our general once again. Just ridiculous. I'm trying to make sure we got rid of their cav before we went charging off manically. But no. Right, well, let's at least make sure the general is well used. We've just hit our catapult there, which is irritating. Obviously, they're laying hits all over the place straight into us. Right, how are we actually looking? 11% to 28%, and obviously what part of that was just killing our general. What else is there? A few lads back there. We'll just make sure we take them out. Our cav has been very distracted. General, come on, keep fighting, get their general, pin him down, stab him, stabby, stabby, pokey, pokey. Looks like the line isn't doing very well here. Maybe let's just get all infantry to reposition, because this is suddenly, it's just this one unit really who's just making everything go wrong. What is this artillery? I hate all the artillery. Pavis crossbows, get in there and just fight them. I have like no cav to chase anything down. Right, you guys get all the way around the back at this point. Honestly, I don't care. Now, you're over here, which is not helpful. There goes their general. The Poles are going to be wiped out of existence. That's what I've decided as a result of what I've been seeing here and now. We're going to absolutely murder all of them. That's going to be the end of this campaign. I don't care about Novgorod. They can survive if they're able to. But the Poles, no. No, 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 no. They're going to die, every last one of them. Right, we are properly on the offensive now. Infantry charging down the hill at whatever is left of their forces. Even the Pavis crossbowmen are just charging in at this point, because why not? Gotland footmen, run on in, plough through them. I don't think they're going to last very long. No, indeed they have not. I think I've got a little bit overconfident just based on a few of our city defences. Maybe some of these units and armies are a little bit better than I thought. Or it's just they get incredibly lucky with their ridiculous onager shots. Yes. Time, I think, largely to mop them up, but there's still the odd thing that needs dealing with. Apparently it's a clear victory, but I am very upset with this particular affair. Not quite sure where it leads us. Between the assassinations. No, execute every last one of them. Death comes those way, and the man who took over, apparently Captain Burisev, just some bloke who shouts loudly, he gets to take over. Sure, we'll have anyone right now. They all get burnt to a crisp anyway. So, more to take on, but I don't know. I think what I'll do is I'll try and regather myself inside the cities and plot my ridiculous assault. Thorkel the Scarred, 8 hit points on him, but not enough to take a flaming boulder to the face. Oh, I'm very sad. That is not the way he was supposed to die. Although in many ways, it's possibly the only way he ever could die. So there we have it. Now, your son's still very young. One day they might come of age. I'm not sure if we've got many coming through anytime soon. I hope so, because it looks like we're a bit short right now. Where are we at? 2, 5, 6, 5, 3. Yeah, this is what they keep giving me man of the hours at the moment. Okay, we've got a couple more from Gunvar. Gunvar's 2 sons are about to come of age. Let's hope for good things from them. Let's hope for good things indeed. Yeah, their father also was assassinated. So it's all lovely, lovely here in Germany and Poland. And the Novgorodis come into Pernau. Then they have themselves, well, no general, so we'll probably be fine. Quite a sizable force. Yeah, virtually no cavalry whatsoever. A lot of archers as well. So we'll be alright, there won't be too many problems here. I think the lack of general means that we'll turn them over with their poor morale. We haven't got the best troops, but we've got enough to hold. Let's get in. This looks like a scene we know all too well at this point. In they come, several different points, but we have plenty of infantry to cover us today. Decent amount of towers here and there. Although having said that, I clearly do need to move another unit on just a tiny bit. Go take out these axemen. So I'll send some men over to go and deal with that momentarily. Probably go grab those semi-axemen. That'll be ideal. They'll just intercept them. Missed that little hidden ladder there. And yes, we've got ourselves our spearmen just at the gate here. So we'll just get them to block this all up. That will be marvellous. For some reason it doesn't like me putting these down in the right place to start with. These catapults are equally a little bit fiddly. So we'll just get these all set up, ready to shoot him. I think we know the drill at this point. It's going to be a good, fun day here. Cavalry should be wandering out to the flank. Just going to get cavalry to start running. That'll be magnificent. Now at the gate. Naturally, it's not burnt down. It is pouring with rain, so a bit of a miserable day to die. But there we go. That's what is going to be their fate. Now, at the gate, they're obviously going to burn if we hit our own men here. Well, it doesn't really matter because they're pretty much a spear militia. But I do have some feudal knights just to back me up, of course. And yeah, it looks like they're getting in now. Just going to make sure these archers are shooting sensible options. So, if you could maybe just shoot in around about there, that would be magnificent. Thank you very much. Over here, these Norse swordsmen will be absolutely fine against the Boyar Sons. There's only one unit over here, so they'll chop those down without too many problems. On this flank, we've got the Axemen. Oh yes, there's just a few over here. And we'll get these two to go and sort them out. Are they routing straight away? They are. They're supposed to be some of the better ones, aren't they? The Berdish lads? I don't know. I can't remember the Novgorod troops very well. Oh, and the Rams burning right at the gate. Hasn't done any damage yet. That's quite stupid. So that's going to cause them a few issues. I'd actually rather they come through the gate than all plough up the towers. But they might be now panicking and starting to run around to go and grab another ram. Yeah, they've got more rams. But in the meantime, they're all... What is this? They're all spreading out to the walls. I don't think they're going to last very long on the walls anyway. But I'd rather they just come through the front gate. It's actually much easier to beat them that way. Oh well, we'll let them wander up and they'll probably rout as soon as they arrive. Well, the banner currently says they got the advantage, but 3% to 11% says otherwise. Cavalry are now in position for a charge. Get in there, lads. Get in there. Thank you very much. Scouts. Oh, I don't know what I want to do with you. We probably need to go and deal with these Kazakhs. We're going to absolutely slaughter you. Alright, the game isn't letting me charge at them because they are trying to climb the wall. That's a bit annoying, but we'll go and ram someone. We're hoping just to get the break this way, to be honest. These cav are just supposed to mop them up, but unfortunately they've been a bit delayed, so we'll see if that happens in a moment or two. Right, let's go and take out those cav. That'll be simple enough. I don't really want to get in a big engagement with the cav because that's going to cause us problems long term. Axemen there. Archmen, no, they're gone. I was just about to tell the archers to go and help out, but no, we're all good. Ah ha ha ha! The Kazakh general is gone, and with that we can start to cause some more chaos. Marvellous work. Right, let's just have a little bit of just kind of take stock of where we are. I want to leave that ram. It's much easier if I use the ram to go and smash into them. So we'll just pull our cavalry out here. Scout, could you be doing something useful, such as mopping someone up? Possibly you could. We'll just see who's fleeing. There are some men fleeing over in that direction. So we'll send you round the back here and you can go and mop them up. Everyone else seems to be routing as soon as they climb up the ladder. They're not lasting very long. Between the towers, some solid defence troops here. We're okay. I think they've actually been shot by the archers as they start standing up here, which is quite funny. I love these massive axes. Going bomb with their shields, that's just to cover being shot in the back by arrows. These guys could really do with the shields on their back though, because they are indeed being shot in the back by these chaps. Lovely work. I don't know why they're shooting up, but it seems to be doing the job. They are routing on top of there. Magnificent. Right, Kazakhs, get yourself around. I think I'm probably just going to send another charge in. Hit the Drusina, that'd be marvellous. In comes a huge charge in the side of them, and they are not happy. They routed instantly from that. Now, whilst I don't really want to get stuck in a massive engagement with these axemen over here, I would like to start mopping them up. So thank you very much, Cav. You're going to make sure not too many of them get away. The next ram is going to make it there. Apparently it can go through the corpse of this ram. I think that's the correct description at this stage. We'll let my cav mop everyone up very, very nicely indeed. If they get through the front gate, it's not going to last very long. So it's largely a mop-up duty at this point, but we'll let them burn themselves out. I've not noticed, but somehow this unit are inside and attacking my general. Don't know how that happened. That's interesting. Oh, and there goes the ram. There comes the boiling oil. And honestly, not very many men are going to get through. I wasn't really paying attention. Presumably they've been fighting us over on this wall here. Interesting. I hadn't noticed any of that at all. Perfect. Well, you might as well get the Norse archers in to go and fight them off. Viking raiders come over here and assist as well. I don't even think I need this unit. You might as well come over to the tower. You're going to get yourselves busy over there. And we will quite frankly just get ourselves in a position right here. Onagers, is anyone actually going to come into this town? No? I think someone might be coming. Just start shooting, lads, it'll be fun. Now, General, what are you up to? Oh, you're safe now. They are routing, aren't they? So where my cav, they are doing their job. Mopping up all of their fleeing vagabonds all over the place. They know how to not get caught by cav, don't they? Split up. Good ideas, chaps. Good ideas. For the last unit. Oh, that'll be the last unit or so. Yeah, the British axemen who were standing so firm are not looking so hot anymore. Alright, I think it's just these couple on the wall, actually. Yeah, it seems to be, doesn't it? It seems to be that indeed. Right, well, everyone then get yourself up here to go and face these chaps. I just get on my cavalry to come and hit everyone in the rear. Anyone who is not yet routing, we'll just make them join the party. Marvellous stuff there, marvellous stuff. And with that, we have one defence sorted, but I think they're probably going to come in for another bite. Should we release them? We might as well release them. Have fun, lads. Go home. And we also have King Christopher the Honest to defend over here in Revel. The other army doesn't seem to be involved, actually. Yes, it's just a step away. I hadn't realised that. That's just as well. Would have made life an awful lot more awkward to deal with. Load of musketeers coming in. That's a new one for us, isn't it? Smatadruzina. Yeah, this is a very odd army because it's very missile-based. Of course, these guys can fight hand-to-hand. They're pretty solid still, but no, I don't think they're going to be doing too well. Again, they need a general. This is a very basic army we've got, but I think Swordstaff Militia at the gate, along with all these guys on the wall, we are not going to be having too many problems. Shame we don't have more cav to mop them up, but oh well, let's head in. The ram has burnt down almost instantly, and yeah, that might be because we've got ballista bolts on this occasion. I don't think this army is going to last very long, if I'm honest. No. Yes, we haven't had the ballista towers in use until now, which is magnificent. We've obviously done this upgrade across our many cities, so we'll maybe see more battles like this going forward. No, these guys are going to melt very soon indeed. That's why over here they've actually got a tiny force. Our line looks very strong on the wall, it must be said. We're kind of pinning them in double-sided almost everywhere. Got ourselves two around these guys, two around there. Obviously, if you want to come through this gate, through this entire circle of Swordstaff Militia, feel free, but yeah, death will be coming your way inevitably. No catapult this time. We've got a couple of cannons left on the plaza, but yeah, that's not really going to be necessary. Up here, we've got these guys, got another unit of semi-axemen there. We've got all of these crossbowmen who seem to be decided, oh, let's go and shoot the one unit over here for some unbeknown reason. God really knows why. We'll go and take these guys out. To be honest, we can actually, if we can run ourselves over this side, we can use one unit to shoot them in the back. It could be kind of funny. So we'll do that to go clear them out, and we'll shoot these guys over here. Be marvellous. Yes. So pretty much everywhere they try and encounter us on the wall, they're going to get hit in the flank, which isn't going to end very well for them. We'll disable your skirmish mode just so you don't do anything stupid. Do they have any more new rams? Doesn't. Well, I know they are going to go grab one, but they left it all the way back there, which just means they're getting themselves shot, which is kind of funny. So no, they are getting attacked by two units. Those guys are toast. They've not quite made it yet. Surprisingly, neither of these burnt down because we had plenty of time to shoot them. The ram went burnt down basically the first shot, so a little bit surprising, but there we are. These guys are not going to last long once you start getting crossbows in the back as well. Of course, we do have swordsmen anyway. The Norse swordsmen are nothing to be ashamed of. They're pretty darn strong as they go. They're wavering. This is before the crossbow bolts come in. Ooh. Yep, that's defeat is now very much a distinct possibility for these guys. To credit though, they were wavering and didn't. Alright, forget what I was about to say. They didn't break from the first volley, but they break in anticipation of the second volley, which I think still counts as the first one. There we go, they're gone. So with that comes, I think another unit's coming around this way. What some madmen. Yeah, some musketeers are going to climb up. I'm not sure this is a particularly good use of musketeers. I think they're much better on a nice flat open field. Here we go. Have a ballista shot coming in. That guy just got shot by a flame ballista. Just run him over. I don't really cared about Steve anyway. These guys aren't going to last at all. So I'm just going to turn this up and we'll see if they actually do make it there. Even when we miss, we just hit one of those chaps anyway. It's quite good. So are they going to start climbing up? They are running off. We will inevitably hit these guys with crossbowmen the moment that they land up here. To start shooting into their backs once again. Someone's running away, the spear militia. Interesting. They've actually piled a huge amount of people over this side. It's interesting. I hadn't realised we'd actually vaguely suffered on one flank. Well, alright, we've got one unit of Norse axemen as backup, so we'll send them up here. There goes the ram. Yes, well, have fun getting through the billman. Honestly, that'll be horrendous for you, I suspect. So these guys can just take these on. They haven't completely melted yet, but I don't think they're very far off it. Burning oil, and they're just standing there. A real Russian will stand under the burning oil and take it. Yes. Although apparently they don't actually come in to fight. Although I'm not really sure how you actually do take these guys. Oh yes, they're musketeers, aren't they? Of course, they're just going to stand there. That's a mistake on my part. You know what? Send out the clerics. Send out the Norse clerics. They can do the job. Oh, they're running. They are pretty much entirely fleeing at this point. They are actually fighting us off over here. Norse swordsmen have been chunked, but I think... No, I think it's over. The crossbowmen in that position just make all the difference. They're pretty much entirely broken, actually. It's just one or two units climbing up the walls that haven't completely lost it. So we'll send those guys to reinforce. A fair few casualties here, but in all honesty, nothing too much. We don't exactly have the best troops here, so anything we lost isn't a big deal. I'm sure King Christopher would like to get a little bit of a battle experience nonetheless, so we're going to start chasing them down. I very much doubt there's going to be any issues of anyone who's left fighting here. These Viking raiders, yeah, there we go. So we'll just send a few men out. The king can go and chop a few of them down, get a bit of blood on the sword for the day, and with that, yeah, another defence against the Novgorods here. And I think we'll be able to push them back. Maybe we'll have to go on the offensive a little bit. You'd be forgiven for thinking that battle didn't just happen, because there are more armies descending on all these cities. Narva's under siege once more. We'll probably leave it for about there today. We've nearly taken out the Imperials. Not quite. Everyone's very distracted. Oh, we're with Lithuania as well. Just fantastic. Well, there we are. Everyone apart from the Mongols now have stabbed us in the throat, and they've stopped offering us alliances at this point. So, yeah, it's us against the world. So we'll see about that. I think we're going to have to fight them off here and then start pushing into Novgorod itself. I do, of course, have this army around here. We're just going to wait for them to step away. Once they've stepped away, we will be fine to... oh, yes, here we are. Yeah, between this force, we've got a full-stack army to walk in Arensbergen and defend it. So we've got our counterattack planned. Novgorod will have to fall, I think, before we declare ourselves victors in this grand campaign. Imperials need to go down. Every last pole needs to burn, frankly, because I'm not having it. We're just going to... Armies of trebuchets from now on, ladies and gents. Armies of trebuchets to cause them as much damage as possible. I'm not going to have it. Otherwise, yes, Novgorod will fall, and I think we'll just grab the coast off Lithuania. I can't bother to kill all of them. So, we'll see how that all comes out next time. But for now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Nerds to Human, and this has been a Kalmar Union campaign. Thank you, and goodbye. The most plunderful time of the year. No flag, no country. Simultaneous death roboting. That's what we all came to see. The golden age as we nuke the world. These guys will soon be blown out of the water. Did you see what I did there?
I am not proud of myself.